The way Nigeria is now, virtually all the sectors in Nigeria is having serious challenge. Talking from the educational system, the security, the rate of unemployment is over 40%. It's the highest since 1960. So for me, when I become the president of Nigeria, when I emerge the winner in 2023, one of those first things we'll be doing is to healing the wound. Nigeria is bleeding. And if any president comes to tell you that, oh, in my first 6 months, I'm going to transform Nigeria, it's just a sweet talker. Nigeria is truly bleeding. Our debt deficits now, it's huge. What our income cannot even service the debt we have. So we must first capture the bleeding to stabilize our economy. And we'll be doing that by ensuring that we standardize, we stabilize security. And to make sure we do that, first we must look at what is happening internally before we start looking at what's happening externally. First and foremost, we have a lot of entities in Nigeria that encourage insecurity. One of the biggest factors that encourages insecurity in Nigeria, apart from so many other, is the rate of hardship in Nigeria. To combat the rate of hardship in Nigeria, we must come with a lot of incentive, a lot of programs, a lot of support, a lot of serious work to ensuring that we reduce the hardship in Nigeria, we create more empowerment, more employment, we service our old age, those who have worked for us. The youth need to be engaged because they're actually the hands that perpetrate this crime. The other time we saw the president convoy being attacked in Katsina. Katsina state is a state of about 4 million population. How many industries do they have in those states to employ the youth in that state? How many members in Katsina are digitally savvy to start using technology to enhance themselves? So these are part of the things we'll be looking at to heal the wound. And let's look at externally now. The Nigerian borderline and border control is so porous. We have 1,400 borderline on man. We only have only 84 of our border man. That is so porous. If you look at the west of Nigeria, it's bordered by Benin Republic. The south is bordered by the Gulf of Mexico to Gulf of Guinea to Atlantic Ocean. We have Chad we have Cameroon, and all these are porous, and these are actually giving room for notorious personalities to come in with weapons, driving through cargo, through camel, through ship, through cars, and it is massive. Most of the weapons that have been abandoned in Libya are find its way into Nigeria, and this is a serious issue that must be tackled. So my first approach in government is to stop the bleed, and then after 6 months we start looking at, because if we don't do that, investors that are required to build our country will never come in. Most of the investors that are in Nigeria have run away. We've even gotten to a stage where Nigerians are afraid to invest in their own country because it's a bad business for anyone. Nobody will invest in a country that has no security. Nobody will invest in a country that have no power. Nobody will invest in a country that lack infrastructure. Nobody will invest in a country that have not trained its citizens on how best to handle corporate and industrial affairs. So we must keep looking at it. We must generate our power by ourselves. Nigeria today, we need over 140,000 megawatts of power to service Nigeria. We only have 50%, less than a little above 50% Nigeria household have access to power. When we talk about access to power, it means maybe 2 hours per day. That is, no country would emerge as a country with such situation. So we'll be looking at tackling the power situation by first ensuring that the stiff regulation in the generation, distribution, and transmission is freely harnessed, so that investors can come in. As I speak to you, we have engaged investors all over the world. We have more than 2,000 investors by the window shows of Nigeria waiting to come in. But that cannot happen if our rigid regulations still persist. That cannot happen if we do not have human capacity that can man our power system. That cannot happen if we are not allowing investors to come in to invest and ensure that power is generated all across the country. So these are things that must be done to stop the bleed and ensure that Nigeria progress again. But having said that, there's still so many other factors, or so many other aspects. ASU has been on strike for 5 months. How do we ensure that our youth are engaged? Over 3 million students in university are home. That will also go a long way to further hamper to further cause damage to the security issues in Nigeria. How do we ensure that students are back to school? In Zamfara, schools have been closed for the past 3 years. In Abuja, schools have been closed for the past 1 month. And we are in a situation now where we are running from the enemy. We are no longer attacking them. We must run to them, we must crush them. We know that Nigerian security architecture have been bastardized, have been jeopardized. That must be worked upon. It's not just about buying new equipment. Believe me, if you get new and sophisticated equipment, those equipment will get into the hands of the wicked ones, because the security architecture by itself has been compromised. So we have to look at how do we, and we have all those things. We know what to do to make sure that Nigeria begin to progress again. Thank you.
Okay. Now, still talking security, sorry. There are intentions by the federal government to ban the use of motorcycle. What's your reaction? And still then, rumors are making the round that there are plans also by the ruling party to release most of the youths used as political talks during elections. How would you react to that?
Okay,
now that the elections are becoming.
Let me first answer the first questions that there are rumors that bike will be banned. You know, we still fight security using human intelligence and not artificial intelligence. Until we begin to use technology in curbing security, gathering information that will prevent crime from happening, we'll continue to suffer as a country. You know, the problem is not whether it's not either binding. There was a time in a particular state. No, it's not. It's about investing hugely in technology. That is one of the ways to fight to win this war. Investing hugely in technology. We're in a country whereby we don't even have satellites to monitor the people. We don't have CCTV to monitor activities of people. In other countries, government have agencies that monitor activities to capture intelligence before crime happens. We don't do that. We fight security using human intelligence, like I said. That must stop. We must engage artificial intelligence. There was a particular state in Nigeria that stopped sales of fuel in filling station because of security problem. There was a particular state in Nigeria that actually cut off a particular region of the country from telecommunication, from network, because of security. Those are archaic, those are medieval way of fighting security. We must adopt international best practices that can help us fight and conquer this war once and for all. For example, why can't a country like Nigeria involve in recruiting so many? Why can't a country like Nigeria involve in recruiting so much and train them internationally to understand? And again, motivation of our security workforces. In security, if you do not motivate a security personnel, there is tendencies that they will start working for the criminals. Our security personnel are the worst motivated security personnel all over the world. We score 0/10 when it comes to that. You can see their vehicle. When was the last time a security personnel van was fueled by the government? In short, the system has impregnated corruption in it to tell them that you are going to get money from the people to fuel. We cannot continue like this. If we must move ahead as a country, we must begin to design a system. And your second question is that there's a rumor that talk will be released to. I believe it's a rumor. For me, I don't have any evidence to that. But if that is the case, because that is actually how the political system in Nigeria has been. But let me tell you, Nigerian youth have seen, we've been pushed to the wall. And this time, there will be serious defense of votes. Nigeria are going to vote, Nigeria will defend its votes, and Nigeria will, because what again can happen to Nigeria than what is happening now? What we have been pushed to the wall. I think the worst than that, what is happening now is for rockets to be flying all over the space of Nigeria. So Nigeria have been pushed to the wall, and I believe in 2023, Nigeria will defend their vote. Even those that they are releasing will begin to do the right thing, because by themselves, they're also tired of the situation of Nigeria. I'm going to come into the political sphere of Nigeria and clean up the mess, because I don't have anybody who have done favor for me, and I don't owe anybody anything. The only persons I owe a care of duty is the Nigerian people, and that's what we're going to do. I was in an interview yesterday when somebody said, do you have the experience too? And I said, those who had the experience, what have they done with their experience? What we need today is the charitable man, a man that have a progressive experience, who has personally, in his own personal affair, done same. If you check what we've been doing personally in our world for the past 15 years, we have been impacting Nigerians with our personal funds. We've given scholarship to over 500,000 Nigerians. We've done a lot. If we are given the opportunity to lead Nigeria, Nigeria will become the pride of Africa.